Hello and welcome to Olivia's Sanctuary. So I'd thought about doing this video a few times, and each time something kind of just got in the way and I just was like, nope. I'd like lost that moment, you know. So like the moment might arise when I'm making a cup of chai tea downstairs and I'm ready. Like I've got all of the things to share right now, and I've got all of the energy to set up the camera, set up the space, and come and do a video. And it seems like every time I've had that, I've lost it as quickly as it's come. So I guess it was just building me up to there being the point at which I was really ready to do it. I did a video earlier, but it was so windy where I was that I thought it would be quite uncomfortable for people to listen to, so I just thought I'd scrap it because it was only maybe 5 minutes long and it didn't say an awful lot really. So yeah, now we're here. Now we're just in my bedroom, which is like my bedroom, my painting studio, my sewing studio, my YouTube studio, my meditation space. It's everything in one. And it's different because I've come from a flat. However, my flat was all one big space, so this kind of does feel like a flat still. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm actually here to talk about life, and I kind of want to say spirituality. I kind of want to say that. I also think that it's a funny thing to say, to talk about spirituality, when truly how I view life is just being in spirit at all times. And I think spirituality kind of gets put in a category of its own, and that's when a lot of separations occur and divides, like, oh, she's spiritual, or he's spiritual, you know. Anyway, here we are, and I do want to say that this channel is as much of a spiritual space as you know, me setting up my space for a meditation or saying a prayer or going to a sacred site, a ceremony, whatever. This feels like a ceremony to me. It feels like a sacred spiritual ceremony to come here and create these videos, because when I'm talking I can feel my energy rising and I can just feel the fullness of what I'm here for, and that's important because that guides me and that shows me that I'm in the right place, doing the right thing, and I'm sharing love. And I kind of, like, you know, I feel I've got a mission. Since I got back from Mexico, which the Mexico trip was like way shorter than it was supposed to be, so I'd intended to go out traveling for maybe about a month. Technically I probably could have if I'd played my cards right. If I'd done things a different way, but I think I obviously wasn't supposed to. I got exactly what I needed. I definitely could have had more. Like I definitely feel drawn to experience more of what I experienced in Mexico, but I obviously came home for a reason, and now I'm doing my old YouTube, which is a new YouTube. It's just a new era for me, a new time, new expression, and some real like blockages cleared out. So what am I here to talk about? I decided to start a new journal. I've got these beautiful little coloured journals, and I've started this one, which is my sort of creative YouTube art idea journal. where I can kind of ground myself in thoughts of projects. I've never done this before, and I think it's extremely beneficial because it means that I get clarity before I jump on and just start talking about a million and one things and not even knowing where it's going. So to give it some direction, here we are. So I've been having a little journal before I did the video, and I started talking about how I made it here, which I know not everybody's interested in, and not everybody wants to just sit and listen to me talk about how I made it to here. But I think it's actually really an integral part of the channel, mainly because when I started the videos, I desperately was trying to gain confidence, but I had never thought I'm going to do this to gain confidence. There was just a drive in me to always do things that would push me, and then we end up here, and I can sit and talk freely. I can watch myself and love myself, and I think really that's something that I'm really wanting to spread a message about. And you know, it's not like I'm the only one talking about it. It's everywhere. It's all over YouTube. I don't have any of the social medias like TikTok or Snapchat or Instagram. I don't use Facebook. I do have an account, but I don't use it. What are the others? Twitter and this. Maybe there's others, but I don't know. YouTube is enough for me. And even then I try to just like limit myself to how much time I spend on it. That has been an incredibly spiritual process, and I feel beautifully fortunate to have gone through something that drove me in this direction, that literally made me decide to sever the cord with social media and alcohol, and really start a new path of growth. I think one of the main things is that we go through immense amounts of pain in human life, and it's all medicine. I'm starting to look at everything that way, and I'm learning to appreciate every experience as medicine, because the very nature of life is that it is in constant motion, and all of these cycles of birth, death, rebirth, we experience through ourselves. We don't see it necessarily, but we do experience it constantly throughout our lifetimes, and then we experience it, you know, physically from being born into the bodies that we inhabit, dying from these bodies, and then being reborn from the earth in whatever way that may be. And I'm still discovering a lot, I'm still learning a lot, and you know, trying to understand this process whilst also remaining present and authentic and respectful and loving. And unconditional love is just, it's what we need to teach one another. We need to show each other how to be unconditionally loving, and it starts with ourselves. It is a process because we get conditioned so strongly. I don't know what is the word. Our conditioning is from growing up into adulthood, and these conditions, they become such a defined part of who we are. The identification of self through these conditions, that a lot of the time we end up living a life of conditions which also limit us to the amount of love we can feel and understand and experience, because conditions mean that you stay within the confines of certain ideas, right? And I would say that I've experienced these conditions myself an awful lot, and it was only when I started to break down internally, when I went through the breaking of a very intense partnership with someone. Breaking, is that the word? The separating with a very deep love, that I was shown true love for self, for the universe, for existence, for the journey, for each present moment, and the medicine that is pain and suffering, and healing from traumas. Now, recently there's been continuous waves of these healing opportunities, and although I don't fully remember how I used to approach healing, I do know that I didn't approach it in the way that I do now. What used to happen, I believe, is I would end up going round in circles and repeating the same pain over and over again, and it created extensive suffering. And now what I understand is that when something arises, when I'm triggered by something, or I feel an emotional pain pulling me down and I start to feel confusion at a certain thing, I can slow down, I can meditate, I can journal, and I can become aware of what it's teaching me. And that's the medicine. That's the medicine that is showing us the pain is a teacher. And there's been some immense pains that I've gone through, and I look at them with absolute light and love. And the further I go into this journey of breaking away the layers and healing these parts of myself that are blocking my ability to love to the expanse that I wish to, the further I delve into it, the more I feel my heart space just... Now, the reason that I'm even on here speaking about it and doing this YouTube channel, continuing this YouTube channel, and also doing this restart is because why shouldn't we share this, right? So what I realized, and actually what I'm realizing right now in this moment, I've just had a huge recognition, is that everybody's always sharing, okay? We're always sharing. Everybody's sharing what they're doing online. They're posting photos of, I don't know, them being Buckingham Palace or at the beach or out for a meal with their friends or their partners, their engagement parties, buying a new house. Everybody's posting so much all the time to share what they're doing in their lives. Now, everybody's entitled to do whatever they want. Nobody is restricted by, technically they're not restricted by what they can share about their lives if they so wish. And sometimes I sit and question myself, like, why am I coming onto this channel and just doing videos of me talking about my experience and my journey and about healing and medicine and all these things. But then what I'm realizing right now is, if everybody is sharing so much of what they're doing, then this surely is one of the most beautiful things to share. Healing, like medicine and healing. I couldn't think of something more beautiful to share than this, right? So to be putting my energy into this space and to be fueling something that is as expansive and truly wonderful. I love that word. Wonderful is actually being self-aware through many tests and challenges in life, and giving love to our fellow humans, right? Brothers, sisters, family. Like we're all a huge family on earth, right? We're just one big earth family, right? Including all of the plants and animals and the elements and the cosmos. We're just we're this huge cosmic family, huge. And it's encapsulated in these beings, these pieces of technology that get to experience all of the emotions and present moments of living a life on planet Earth, Mother Earth, Mama Pacha, Gaia. And honestly, this is why I do it. This is why I do these videos, because the more I talk about it, it is medicine for the soul. I want to progress more and more with this channel by having guests. I would love that. I have a friend in Leeds who is just such an inspiration to everyone and anyone, especially me, because I've watched her go through tests and challenges and also give love and shine her light and pursue something she loves and just absolutely excel enormously in it. She's so creative, she's just so inspirational. Like, I can't even, and I love her. She's my sister and I love her. So I've asked her if she will join me on the YouTube, and she said yes. So I'd love it if I can get it set up and we will discuss things. And I think conversation is just a beautiful thing. You get different perspectives, new perspectives, and we get to share common experiences that we know is not just between us. We know that it's between many others who experience these things. And life is just beautiful. It's all about balance. It's all about the masculine, the feminine, the mind, the heart, the passion. It's all of it, like combined and balanced. And this is something that I'd said, wasn't it, in my last video. It was about finding balance, and we're not always balanced. A lot of the time I can feel extremely off balance, like way in mind and way in passion, and you know, maybe even sexual energy. And it's balancing that energy, it's bringing it up to the heart center and connecting with what I would say is source, the universe, and bringing it into us, and the unity of oneness. So it's a journey. It's a big old journey, and I'm happy to be on it. I'm honoured to be on it. I'm really truly honoured. And you know, sometimes the thought that anybody would even want to watch these videos can just pop up and make me want to just stop, delete, and never return. But I'm going to keep this energy flowing and trust that I'm supposed to be here doing this, that I have the gift of using my voice, sharing my love, sharing practices and thoughts and experiences that others can enjoy and benefit from. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much, because this has been, honestly, just such a wild journey for me, especially the last, like, I mean, the last couple of months have just been like so up and down, and it's great to be back. It's great to be back. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Love you lots, and just, you know, keep going, keep feeling the love, sharing the love, working on yourself, trusting in the universe's divine plan for you. Goodbye.